Good morning. I hope today finds you well and with a hook in your hand. I'm Deb, and this is One More Whip. I do have a work in progress to show you. It's something I just started the other day. I am brand new to shawls. It's not something I've done before. I usually stick to big projects like blankets. It's what I'm comfortable with. They take time. I'm not in a hurry. And with this shawl, I'm using a number 1 weight yarn, which is something brand new to me too. I am somebody who isn't always out to try and learn something new. I like simple things where counting isn't required, things like that. My life is stressful, and so I don't want my crocheting to be stressful. It's a thing for me I go to sort of get away from all of that. So this shawl thing is new. And so for my very first pattern, I wanted to use something that required very little thought. So it's a very simple shawl, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm kind of excited by how it's turning out. Like I said, it's simple. It's not gonna win any prizes by any means, but here we go. See, we're getting there. I'm using, and it, like I said, super simple, but we'll see. I'm using It's a Wrap, brand new yarn to me. I'm liking it. I'm not using the one that's the 4 different threads that aren't wound together. This one is just the It's a Wrap, and I'm liking it. I found it on clearance at Walmart, or not Walmart, sorry, Michael's. And they also had the It's a Wrap rainbow, so I picked up a couple of those too. And I'm hoping I like that one just as much as I like this one. I've never worked with a yarn that's got the 4 different strands that aren't wound together. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know once this one's done. It's early in the morning here. It's about 5:40 again. This is my favorite time of day. I actually like it a little, when the sun's coming out, it's pretty nice. I like being up before the sun. It just makes me happy. I've always been a morning person, and there's just something pretty wonderful about the quiet and getting to start my day all by myself. Like I said, I have kids at home. I have 4 kids and my grandson. I have 2 kids living at home still. They're 12 and 10, and my grandson's 5. So that's a lot of energy, and they wake up going, and I need some time to prepare for that. I think one of the things I love most about mornings is one of the things I love most about yarn. It's funny because I watch other videos and people will like with the yarn, and they'll smell it and they'll squish it, and I like yarn. I do. I like yarn. But I like it because of what it represents to me. It's these balls of color. On their own, they're pretty. You know, you can squish them and you can smell them and you can touch them. But what I love most about them is the possibility that's in that ball of yarn and the promise of something beautiful if you will sit and work it. I guess that's kind of what I love about people too. You know what I mean? You see these, if you're a teacher at all, you can see that in students. If you're a mom, you see that in your kids. If my husband sees that in the woods. My husband hunts, and he loves being out in the woods more than just about anything. And I think as humans, we love seeing possibility in a thing, and we love seeing something go from this small thing into this bigger thing. Right now, I have a nest on the wreath on my front door. And if I can figure out how to put pictures on a video, I will share some pictures with you. We have a nest on our front door. And my husband came home one day and he was just looking at this wreath on my front door. I'm like, what are you doing? And he said, I'm looking for a nest. And I'm like, why? He goes, well, a bird flew out of your wreath. So, and it's taller than we are. And so I put my phone up there and I took a picture. And sure enough, there were like 4 eggs in this nest. So I sat my kids down and told them, okay, here's the deal. We've got a mama and her babies. And this is their house. So we're going to have to be gentle with the way we open and close doors. And not just that, but we don't want mama bird coming in the house. So a few days later, I took my phone and I snapped another picture. There were 6 eggs in the nest. And now we've got 6 babies in this nest on my front door. And we've gone to using our garage as a way to get in and out so as to not disrupt this nest as much as possible. And there's something pretty amazing about watching these little things grow. And it's one of my favorite things, seeing growth. I love it. I love it so much. My favorite color is green. And I think it's because it just represents life and growth. And for a lot of years, I led Bible study. And watching people grow is amazing. And not just kids. Watching women grow is a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch. I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that kept me from doing this, coming onto YouTube and doing this channel, was I know that, I'm sorry, I have leaky eyeballs. And I know that's something you see in old people, that you shouldn't see it in some lady that's my age, but I got leaky eyes. Anyway, one of the things that really stopped me for a long time was knowing that there are people who are just going to be mean. I don't need mean in my life. Nobody needs mean. You come on here and you do a thing and you share some of yourself and what you're doing and what you're up to. And then people are just ugly. Yesterday, I was watching Cinnamon Stitches, and she was talking about how she had made socks. That was a big deal to me, that she had made socks. As a crocheter who will never in her life even try to knit a thing, to know that she's been working on this process for a long time and she did it is huge. That's huge. And as women, we should be applauding each other and not just that is not what should be going on at all. We need to be standing up there with each other. That's what we need, and that's who we should be. So to hear that people, say, oh, you're holding your needles wrong, and oh, you're doing this wrong, and good grief. Somebody is learning something. Somebody's learning something new. And when you're learning, there's a struggle that happens. And that's one of my favorite parts, is watching this struggle. And it's always heartbreaking to watch somebody just stop growing because the struggle is hard. But to watch somebody just keep going, yes, it's my favorite thing to see. So, Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, bless you. Keep going. Keep going. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. I grew up with an amazing mom, and I know not everybody does, but one of the things my mom did really, really well is that my mom had 4 girls. That's a lot of hormones going through the house when we were teenagers. I don't know how she did it. But one of the things my mom did best was that, okay, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm a little high drama. I'll admit it. I can be a handful. I'm not proud of that at all. But as a teenager with the hormones and the drama that happens, I was a lot. And if things were really getting to be too much, I would tell my mom I needed to talk, and we would go to my mom's room, and we would sit on her bed, and she let me talk. And then it was her turn. And every single time I talked to mom like that, she never coddled me. She never goes, oh, honey, oh, that's horrible. Oh, well, shame on her. My mom never did that. Not one time. Every single time, my mom would tell me, Deb, there are 2 sides to every coin, and you're looking at your side. So, what's on the other side of that coin? And I'm like, I don't know what their problem is. She go, well, we don't know what's going on at home for them. We don't know. So maybe you could just stop to think that you're seeing things from your side, but you don't know what made that person say that or what made that person do that. And at the time, it was really, really irritating. But it has served me incredibly well as an adult. Incredibly well. I don't love that people are mean. I hate it. I hate that people are mean to each other. There's this platform we can use and we can get ourselves out there. But on the other side of that coin, somebody sitting in their living room who knows nothing about you can just spew ugly. What makes that happen? And as a woman, from one woman to another, it should never happen. Ever. I love being a woman. And I love, there's something about other women that they have my heart. Because I know that it's hard. I know that it's hard to be a mom and to be a wife and to just even being a single woman trying to do all that has to be done. Just being a woman is not easy. It's not easy. And there should never be another one of us trying to tear us apart. So, if you're a woman who feels the need to tear another woman down to feel a little bit better about yourself, there's some stuff that maybe you should look at in yourself and go, okay, so there's some ugly there. Why? If you're a woman who has other women being ugly to you, maybe look at the other side of the coin. What is it that you have that they don't? What is it? We don't know what's going on in their lives. We don't know what is going on, what they're dealing with. Years ago, we were doing a Bible study at church, and we were breaking people up into groups because there were going to be a lot of people there. We needed to manage and keep them smaller. And you want to do it fairly. So we just worked up different colors of cardstock, and we would write their names on them. And as they came in, those different colors would determine where they went. And I had one lady come in. She was pretty gruff, and I didn't know her at all. This was my first experience with her. And I handed her a pink name tag, and she looked at me. She goes, I don't like pink. Like, okay. So I took a yellow card and I wrote her name on it, and I told her to enjoy. About a week and a half later, she came up to me and she said, when I came in, I wasn't very nice to you, but you were nice back. This is at church, mind you. She goes, you were nice back. She goes, people aren't nice to me. And she said, I know I'm not nice to them. And then she told me why. And she and I developed this pretty lovely relationship. She was a woman who was dealing with not just chronic pain, but horrible pain. So it was hard to be nice to people. I don't think she set out to be mean, but dealing with that kind of pain is a lot. And some of us aren't just dealing with physical pain. There's emotional pain. There's a lot of different kind of pain. And I know it's really stinky that we've got to deal with pain. But don't let your pain be an excuse to hurt somebody else and cause somebody else pain. And I know this got preachy. This is only my second video. You may not like this at all. It's not all going to be like this, I promise. I promise. I can't promise. But I am going to tell you what I tell my kids almost every day. Be sweet to each other. Be sweet to each other. Can we just be sweetness and light? Can we just be that for each other? I so love that for the last year, that's what this community has been for me. Just sweetness and light. And I hope that you find that here. Just knowing that there's somebody here who will encourage you. You'll be encouraged. I hope you leave feeling encouraged. Right now, at this point in my life, I'm not ready to learn anything new. If you see somebody learning something new, yes. Don't let them know they're doing it wrong. If somebody puts up their first attempt, finally puts up a picture on a board somewhere, don't, oh honey, those colors. Don't do that to them. Be sweet to each other. Be sweet. That got really preachy. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I hope you have a lovely day. I really, really do. Because this day for me, the sun is now up and the birds are in the sky. This day holds nothing but potential and a promise of beauty. So I hope that today is the same for you, full of potential and promise for beauty. I hope you guys have a great one. Bye.